being chronoed. So she can run in very aggressively to get dying and hopefully shield the TA from being caught in that chrono. I think we're seeing both teams right now smoking out for that early ward drop. So getting across the river and dropping a ward. Look at the all chat. Is it the Timber saw he's talking about, possibly?
I assume so, yeah. This Timber has been a thorn in the side for every team that's played against it, the RIYADH Masters, bar that one game we saw 9 in the mid lane have some struggles. Definitely curious to see if Quest go the same direction as we saw in that game with the Spirit Vessel Rubik and this way to deal with the Timber Saw early on. Put a bit of pressure on him, make sure he doesn't get off the ground.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't end up with the best heroes ever to shut down Timber. Like, usually it's good silences and a lot of lockdown is a good way to do it, but compared to the game we saw with the Rubik, the Storm, the Silencer, who all brought great stuff to the table, I mean, DP silence, yeah, it's a thing, but it's a little bit worse for bursting Timber than the Storm, I feel. And they don't have a silencer, they have Undying, who's just strictly way worse against Timber, so it is concerning if the Timber gets off the ground in a good way here. We talk a lot about him, but Timber is honestly one of the most powerful heroes, if not the strongest hero of the current patch. I think Broodmother takes that title, but Timber is still very, very difficult to control.
Yeah, he's up there. He's in the conversation for sure. Bottom rune spot. GAIMIN Gladiators were considering going in there, but the level 1 fight from Quest looking like it's that little bit stronger. With 3 heroes around, and that high ground vision GAIMIN Gladiators got put down as well. We saw OG doing this quite a lot with that movement into Ancients. They don't get the block on any of the Ancient camps, but they do get this ward up to watch Rune and any rotations coming in. Keep tabs on Omar's Rubik, who, half of his job is going to be stacking camps for the TA.
Yeah, exactly. Seeing the stacks being built is pretty important, because it kind of allows the Timber to possibly run over and just decide to steal that very quickly, as he has the capability to burst down the big camp at least really fast.
Up in this top lane, Kaori, Undying against a Lycan and a Sky. We'll see what he gets done here. It'll be a little tricky for the Undying here with concussive shot, wolves being thrown at him, and positioning from Tofu and Ace separating to make sure there's no 2-man decays. And it's his primary job just to keep TA farming.
Tofu gets a little courier snipe too.
Oh yeah.
It did deliver the tangles though, so at least not gonna be without regen. He almost gets the second courier snipe. I love the positioning of Tofu here. Look at the work this man is doing right now. It's just non-stop auto-attacking. Accidentally pulls the range creep though. Didn't want to do that. Oh, this is annoying. Now he has to go and drop it somewhere. The wolves are gonna come. Take it. Yeah. Passes over the aggro to like it.
And then TA last taking on the tower. This is something I asked you about yesterday. Quelling Blades on carries. I don't see it that often. I think Monkey King's been one of the only heroes to buy it. But now we have a TA and a Faceless Void, both with Quellings. What's the reason?
No, you buy it on these heroes. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say exactly which heroes buy it, but 100% you get Quelling Blade on both of these if you play safe lane. TA, then Quelling Blade is just fantastic. Since you Psyblade from creeps onto heroes, Quelling Blade can actually do more damage to a hero as well, which it normally can't for any hero in Dota, right? Like, it usually doesn't do hero damage, but Psyblade does damage based on the damage the creep took. So Quelling Blade gets converted to actually being able to do hero damage on TA.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, nice little
interaction. Converted into pure damage as well, right?
Yes, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's useful. She has a little converter for damage types there.
That's super sweet for it. Omar just being punched by Celery over and over again. Such a pest, this safe lane support Enchantress. Still
Celery.
Blood grenade.
Yeah, Celery knows his way around these heroes as well. He was also famous for his tree-end gameplay, but his Enchantress is equally annoying. And once he gets his hands on a creep as well, it's going to be tough.
He's absolutely a hero specialist. I remember...
Ooh, a little bit of an overstep, though. Punished by the grenade.
This Omar Rubik has been spectacular from what we've seen.
Yeah, Malik coming in with that vacuum there. I don't think Celery expected Malik to already have the vacuum ready there. Perhaps expecting him to have a poignant surge in Iron Shell, but he went up and just got that kill.
And that mid lane looking decent for the DP. Dead even between her and the Timbersaw right now as Quinn catches up a touch. It's down at bottom lane, and Enchantress trying to dispel off some of these Iron Shells and annoying instances coming out. But a good courier snipe from Omar there does get them something out of the lane as it's being dragged off towards the Lotus Pool. People gravitating towards the little fountain.
Yeah, these safe laners couriers, they live a dangerous life, bringing out the region. Top lane, Ace taking quite a bit of harassment now from all this decay spam. Undying is running out of resources though, doesn't have any more mangoes, doesn't have any more tangos. He has one grenade and that's it.
Does he have a courier coming? He's got yeah, a couple of bits of regen there. It's always that awkward spot, like do I want to die? Do I want to walk back to base? No, I'll just ferry some more out and keep this going.
Yeah.
No brakes on this train for the Undying. Noob. Every time I look mid, Noob is like clicking into Quinn, trying to harass him as much as possible, and the Timber Saw, 2 points in reactive armor, just doesn't care.
Yeah, it's very futile feeling. He didn't go for a single point Timber Chain. This is just a very safe farming build. Probably gonna go Timber Chain now on level 5 to give himself some kill potential when he gets his ulti available as well. Not scaling up yet, but I reckon you don't really need a third point in either reactive or Q here.
Yeah, DP has always been one of these annoying laners. Just constantly long-range right-clicking into you. Timbersaw can hold his own. Tree number 4. There's his tag there on Quinn. Jumps across to it. What's the... That's Witchblade coming out of this DP.
Yeah, this is a pretty common build. Top Blood Grenade being thrown. Defensive Blood Grenade.
And the Melt Strike on Tofu. Oh god, that minus armor with the zombies on him. Ace getting chased under his tower as well a little bit here. Refractions up on TA. Another Melt Strike, but not the ability to gap close. No further slows or stuns. Ace survives, while over on that Dire Ancient spot, we've got a Radiant Sentry blocking up the Ancients. Celery's wandering around getting some more high ground vision down. Really controlling that spot against Omar.
Kaori is winning against the Ancients. Oh wait, Kaori lost to the Ancients. Unlucky. He tried.
Well, he'll come back full resources.
Yeah, get that reset, come back. Ready to fight again. Bottom.
Ooh, the seed
nice
shot.
Silence.
Into concussive shot. A lot hitting into the back of Malik here, and there we go. The slow down, stop the surge, and Ion Shell, and pick him off.
It's such a brutal matchup, honestly. Playing Darkseer into this, like your Ion Shell doesn't work, your Surge doesn't work. It just feels like you're playing as a hero that hard counters you to the point that you can't even play, really. It's Oracle and Enchantress, two of the toughest ones for Darkseer to go up against.
Yeah, it's real rough. And that mid lane ward was spotted. Quinn should be able to take it down a little later on.
6-minute rune.
I'm going to take the opposing ward, and yeah, 6-minute rune spawns up at top. DD that Quinn is sprinting towards. Kaori and Noob, they're in the vicinity, but with that Chakram slow and the chains forward, Quinn grabs it up and bottles it. We'll get chased and harassed all the way out of lane, far northwest. Down at bottom lane, Duraccio getting the bashes in onto Malik, who's trying to fake pump and bait out a chance or something there, but the bashes are connecting. And the slow down here, Malik doesn't stand a chance. He was left alone.
Oh, that's painful. He just TP'd back in as well. I mean, when you have Vanguard as well, you really don't want to be dying in laning stage. It's a commitment. Mid, I think with Tombstone, don't think it's going to do too much, so...
I'm trying to catch up to Quinn. Tofu's here, though. Quite a lot of magic damage coming his way, and they do get the kill in the end. These Spirit Siphons doing tremendous work.
Yeah, the Exorcism very strong there. Even though the Tombstone didn't really connect too much on Timbersaw, it's now going to help push the mid lane, you know, kill these creeps quickly. And with the Exo still running for a good few seconds here, they can do a bit of tower damage before Timber comes up. So, nice start for Noob on the mid lane by the help of Kaori here, as they leave TA alone against the Lycan, leaving her for a 1v1 for a bit.
The DP ghosts don't trigger reactive armor, right? They don't give them stacks?
No,
it's physical damage, but
yeah, it's not
hit.
an attack. Yeah, it doesn't count as an attack.
It's one of those interesting ones. I remember back with the old like Ether Lens and Kaya and stuff with the spell damage increase. It would increase the spell damage of the Exo Ghosts because they're a physical damage spell dealer.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then you can also buff it by minus armoring the enemy, so it's like multiple ways of making it stronger. Top, we see a setup here over on the TA. She does have Undying nearby. No Tombstone yet though.
The Lotus Pool turns around to try and fight with a trap on Celery. Focus on the Undying, though, silencing him, trying to stop this decay from coming. Tombstone is on cooldown, though, as Kaori just charges forward. Trying to bodyguard TA2000 here. He's going to die in the end, but the TA trap slowing Ace down. Do we have the DPS? TA2000 just about secures the kill. Very well done in that trade.
Yeah, gets that kill. Very nice pick off, and now, of course, gonna push out the lane here and get herself nice and quick towards that Dragonlance. Probably gonna start jungling here as well after bursting next to Creep Wave. Very good start for TA2000 again, as we saw last time.
Yeah, great stuff. And that move from Noob as well, getting that second kill. It was a setup by GAIMIN Gladiators, but losing a couple of heroes with some swift rotations. Noob getting a couple of bounty runes and a bottle refill. My god, how many bottle charges do you need?
Yeah, all of them, man. When you're a mid laner, you're thirsty. You need all that mana, especially DP. Spamming all those Spirit Siphons really brings your mana low. So she'll be happy to get a neutral item as well soon, probably from TA as she starts the jungling. Maybe she gets something to help her mana a bit more as well.
The D-Ward battle mid. The dire sentry stands strong.
Yeah.
Celery couldn't take it down in time.
He has another one. Celery just waiting for the right time. Now he can go for it. Using his creep as well to zone out Noob a bit.
Oh, he was trying to deny it. Well done by Celery to get the actual take on it.
So Dracho has his Mask of Madness and Chrono available. Looking at if they can... Oh, he TP's top. He's gonna go for TA.
Yeah, I mean, Ace being pummeled by the side blades, but you're right, with a Chrono there. Dyrachyo catches two of them. Exo from Noob on the sidelines as impetus shots start landing in. GAIMIN Gladiators ditch on it, though. Quest have brought the numbers up here. And Quinn, he goes in. Illusion Rune pop to get out of the silence as Tofu blasts into Kiori's Undying. Looks like GAIMIN Gladiator is going to trade out a support for a support. Tombstone is being focused by Dyrachyo, but denied by Omar. Now with the time walk back up, it's just time to turn tail and run, but still a reasonably long cooldown. Mask of Madness to give him some movement speed. The slow from the concussive shot tries to keep Noob at bay. Dyrachyo 15 seconds for time walk and he's out of there. He cannot survive, cannot escape. He's dead.
They realized they only has level 1 on it, maxing the bashes, and they just run him down. Very, very nice kill, and that was so costly. Not only did you not get a kill with your first Chrono, you die instead. You also didn't get the Tombstone. Everything went wrong there for Dyrachyo, and this is gonna really cost them. The TPM for the Chrono, like, it was a nice catch on TA, but they didn't have anything nearby. They didn't have the Timber there, they didn't have the Skywrath ready, so it was really just him and Lycan doesn't help you during Chrono.
Oh. And you can see Noob just, like, waiting for his moment, like, thinking, hey, my TA's fine, the impetus shots are landing on a support, I'll just pop Exo once it's all over. Giving a little bit of breathing room to Malik as well, who had a tough laning stage, but he's ahead of the Void in net worth, looking pretty good now.
Yeah, he's happily just starting his farm with, you know, spamming ancients, iron shells, and making sure he's working towards that Crimson Guard, which is going to be ever so valuable this game. Against a Lycan plus Faceless Void, it's really good. One concern is that it can be dispelled. I believe the enchant can be used against it, so...
I mean, does he go full on auras here as Malik? Like Crimson into pipe?
I think so. I think it's usually the play for a lot of Darkseers, and normally if you don't do that, you go for some Blink combo play, but they don't really have a combo lineup for the Vacuum. He's more just meant to be tanky. He could go Lotus Orb as well here if he wants, against the Silence from Skywrath to be able to unsilence himself or someone else, and also get armor against the Void and the Lycan. But there's not too much to Lotus, so probably just gonna see him full aura build.
Yeah. And Quest, well done by Noob to keep the catapult alive. Tanks a couple of tower hits to get that bonus, 200 damage or so into the objective. 10 seconds, less than that for Exorcism to come back up as well. Might be able to secure this tier 1 while GAIMIN Gladiators are trying to spread out on the map and get the farm they need.
Very quiet start this game from Quinn on his Timbersaw. 0-1-0, hasn't been involved in a single kill at 12 minutes. Nothing really going on yet.
Still got all his items in his inventory. He'll be doing alright. Kaya up next after that Vanguard Arcanes. A shield rune on Timbersaw as well. Good luck touching him while he's got that running.
Yeah, very, very tanky. Meanwhile, we see a lot of people transition out of the laning stage now. They're gonna send over Darkseer to push out top on the side of Quest here. So using him to get some safety up there while TA starts taking the triangle. Same kind of move though, Lycan coming down bottom here, looking at a different angle of approach.
Yeah, scouting with the Centaur, holding that bottom lane. Making sure Quest don't have easy access into this bottom tier 1 and then into the jungle as that knock-on effect. Lol's going to scout out Malik.
Darkseer just standing there watching him, waiting to maybe set up for his teammates, but the wolf sees him.
He pretends to Twin Gate even. Just stick around down bottom. As it looks like GAIMIN Gladiators, they were pinging this out. Chrono is ready from the Faceless Void. Dyrachyo itching for a fight here.
They have the Sky ulti, so they're gonna combo. Someone's gonna take a lot of damage, preferably they want to go on TA, but she's being kind of protected. People are playing around her. Everybody is making sure she doesn't get smoke ganked right now.
Yeah, good positioning from Kiori.
Smoke still has a long duration here, but maybe they don't want to take this fight. I don't know, Gaming Gladiators, this is time that you're not farming on your Void. So I feel like they have to move over if they want to take the fight. In the end though, Void is going to say, screw this, I'm going back to my farm.
Yeah, just get back to trying to accelerate. You know, this tier 2000 has had a great lane, farmed through some Ancients, top of the net worth at 7,500. She's going to be hitting her stride pretty damn soon. That's one of the big strengths we've seen from Quest through the Barley Major into RIYADH, is this ability to pick their moments. But with a Chrono like that and a Mystic Flare on top, the DP dying quickly, but a heal though. Noob kept alive, turns around, still looks like she's going to die though. As the Faceless Void can't finish her off.
Still
Doesn't
alive?
stick on the man. The DP is still alive. Spirit Siphons are going. Noob caught up in the Chakram. The damage coming with the Blood Grenade onto the Impetus shot up to high ground finishes her. Quest have lost the DP Undying. As Quinn going to TP out successfully from that middle lane. No further stuns coming. And TA2000, one Melt Strike to get the double kill for her. 2 for 2 trade. Gaming Gladiators spending Shapeshift and Chrono though.
That was very costly for Gaming Gladiators. Now they can start pushing as well. TA has the full Deso coming out as well. This tier 1 tower not long for this world, as I don't really see how they can muster a defense. They're chipping in though. Maybe they can hold on to this.
We'll see what Quinn can do. He's still an annoying presence frontlining here, but a stolen Chakram. We've seen what these Rubiks can do, turning the spells around onto the Timbersaw. Malik and TA2000 still feeling pretty comfortable here, pressing forward past the tower to kill the Sky off. They'll finish off the objective afterwards.
I got a little bit too close there. And they're gonna back out happily here. Kaori grabs the bottom Wisdom Rune. Top Wisdom Rune taken by Celery, so 1 for 1 on that. And now the invasion here. You win a few fights, and then TA gets in and starts taking away the enemy resources here. Stealing their big gold income here from Ancients.
My pieces of pie. They're all being pilfered by Quest. And Celery's being wrapped around on as well. Look at all the
he's in no man's land.
On the map, you just see a swarm, a horde of heroes coming the way of Celery. Enchantress going to try and buy as much time and delay the inevitable death, as Duraccio does get a solo kill down bottom on Kiori. And again, a trade for both position 5s.
Yeah, Duraccio, that solo kill is pretty impactful though. It gives him a lot of experience, and he needed something. This is like the first thing that kind of has gone really nicely for him here. He is 3-1-4, but his game has been kind of tough. He had a nice chrono there on the DP, but first rotation really set him back a bit.
Well, that is one hell of a creep wave being dragged by Celery. The Warpine Raider has got a double wave plus a catapult, bringing it mid. And this is given the... Go into the Roche pit.
This is for Timber. He's like, here, Timber, take this.
Tons of money. Courier sniper as well there. Quinn's going to get loads of cash from clearing out that creep wave. Roche out in the meantime.
Gets Cory again as he goes bottom, and this time do something with it.
You saw stop. Yeah, the pig pole tried to slip into the tree line, but mid lane Malik, he is a little alone here, and he's being surrounded. In comes Tofu and the shapeshift from Ace. Catch up to the Malik Darks here with Mystic Flare and the Centaur. There we go. That's the initiation tool they've needed.
There we go, yeah. Just gotta have your Helm of the Overlord ready out. And sadly, that was the last time they're gonna combo like that. He's probably not gonna grab a Centaur again. He's looking for Dracarys. He wants the Black Dragon, the best Dominator creep for Lycan here. He finds it as well. Very nice. Hits the creeps, making sure to pull the creeps away a little bit so you don't misclick, because this bad boy right here is just S tier. It's actually funny. The other creeps are so much worse for Lycan.
Yeah. Accidentally get the Ancient Ice Shaman. It's like the worst Ancient creep ever.
Yeah, the Ice Shaman is absolutely terrible. At least the Golem is very hard to kill, but it doesn't do that much. The Dragon, though, this bad boy can just push waves alone, kill support heroes alone. It does anything you need.
I feel so much nicer. I mean, like later on down the line, maybe think about the Thunderhide to like amp up this Faceless Void, get the frenzy on him. But yeah, Ancient Black Dragon, much more versatile.
It's alright to get the frenzy as well. The thing is, it's very weak. It dies so fast to getting hit by TA. The Dragon, a bit easier to keep alive as well.
Right, yeah, we've got Blink Deso on this TA, a couple of stacks up on it. Yeah. Gaming Gladiator is losing traction on this map now as Quest swarm to tier 2s.
And Darkseer, he did go for the Aura build, by the way. He has the mech as well as the... oh, nice blink in here.
Oh, yeah. Say
Surge.
goodbye. They're on high ground here. Tombstone's dropped. Very difficult for GAIMIN Gladiators to approach. Tier 3 glyphed up for now.
They gave away that they have high ground vision, most likely there with that blink in, so we'll probably see GAIMIN Gladiators try a D-ward here if they can get rid of the Tombstone, but this Tombstone as well, it guarantees full vision in the enemy base.
Yeah, complete freedom for TA2000, even denying the Tombstone. There's nothing being given to GAIMIN Gladiators. This has been crisp from Quest. Ace is getting a little bit done on the other side of the map, though. Like you said, just pushing out waves, getting onto tier 2 with his dragon. But we see the reaction from Quest, trying to come in here. They won't find the Lycan himself, but nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, nicely done there. He grabs the Satyr, so they don't get the bonus 250.
Yeah, you always want to try and take a new creep. Really useful. Something to mention in this game is that both Enchantress and TA, or both Enchantress and Lycan, I mean, grabbed up the Gossamer Cape. This is an insanely hard TA counter. This item, it makes her miss her first attack, which for TA is very impactful since the first attack will be a Meld Strike. If you dodge that, you lower all the damage for the continuous attacks as well. So, very annoying item for TA to play into. And we'll see if they get more heroes able to drop the Gossamer as well. I reckon everyone who gets it actually will take it, other than Faceless Void, who, of course, wants his Ring of Aquila.
Like a mini Aegis against a TA. Gonna survive some way or another.
It really is. It's good against like Nyx and Bounty Hunter as well. If Nyx tries to Vendetta you, it actually misses.
Oh. Oh, that's fun. Just stop them from playing the game. Malik sat in that tier 2 top lane. Looks like he's ready to fight. Mech, Crimson Guard, going for the Greaves. And then the Blink Dagger queued next. Tons of auras, and yeah, we just saw the Solar Crest finished on Kaori as well, so they've got a lot of steroids here to pump into the TA to keep her in fighting shape through the Chrono.
They're in great shape here. I mean, Quest are just doing things right, and they are going to go straight for the enemy Tormentor, I believe, after this as well, as TA takes it very fast. She's gonna prep, go into Meld, waiting to stack the double Meld for big minus armor, and they start taking it. So, minus 22 armor on this Tormentor. Instead of having 20 armor, it's minus 2.
And taking no damage. Crimson Guard mitigates everything from that Tormentor. Yeah, Fraction, Crimson, of course, there, nice as well.
Crimson is very, very nice for taking Tormentor. And looks like they're successful.
Celery, what's he up to? Grabbing enemy creep waves. GAIMIN Gladiators. It feels like they're a little lost on this map. Trying to gather up forces down bottom. You know, a couple of chrono whiffs. Not whiffs, but not utilize their full potential. Yeah,
he had some nice combo. I mean, this also comes back to a bit what I was saying before, that like before the Skywrath had Rod of Aegis, he couldn't really combo with anyone other than the chrono, so it slows down the game a little bit. You're playing around big ultis. Or he can walk away here and be just fine. He used ulti though.
On Omar. He was toying with the idea of going up the staircase there. Would have been into the waiting Skywrath Mage.
Yeah, he had a mech Darks here next to him, so probably not a burst Tofu judges. And TA just gonna trap and slow this guy. Easy pick.
Now they make their move. Blink DP. The speed at which Quest can jump on a target now and just blow them up is pretty insane.
Yeah, it really is. And now they have both the support shards. They have the Undying Shard, they have the Rubik Shard. TA taking out the second Tormentor there, giving the extra shard. And I like the choice that he's doing here, going for a Manta Style on TA. It's not a very common item for TA, but when you're playing against Rod of Aegis, Skywrath, and there's also the slow from Eng, just time dilation, you have a few things that you want to get rid of here. And even the Howl from Lycan, honestly, decent to dispel away.
Well, GAIMIN Gladiators wanting to try and break out of this rut a little bit. Down on kills, down on net worth, but still with a nice toolkit here. Good arsenal of abilities to go and shred somebody. Just a matter of finding them first. Quest to position themselves quite nicely. Just Omar, the only one really showing out on the map. Chakram will come back to him as that's the spell he's got stolen. And a shapeshift from the Lycan trying to catch up to them. A quick smoke, Kaori TPing. Omar looks like he's still going to get caught here, and with a quick jump up to high ground.
This is fine though, this is completely fine for Quest. They got out with all the core heroes, they got out with one of their supports even, and Lycan ulti was expanded for this. And the creep waves, I mean, there's no creep wave bottom, no creep wave top, so they can go mid creep wave if they, or mid push if they want, but without Lycan ulti anymore, how do you fight?
Hey, it's pretty rough. You can take over enemy ancients and maybe try and push into mid-tier 2 tower here, but able to come back and maintain the lanes. There's a Darkseer farming bottom after pushing bot lane in.
Yeah, bottom lane is in absolute shambles right now. They need to fix it. They did cut the next creep wave at least, but still they're so forced back on the map. Trying to use Ench to push out mid, but that creep is also just gonna stay alive.
Oh, I like this, Malik. Shifting into the Scythe of Ice. Yeah, that lockdown against the Faceless Void just really enables your burst heroes to get the job done that little bit quicker.
That's smart. Their lineup is pretty low on disables, so get yourself a little bit more. Always good against Timber and Faceless Void. Oh, they're in trouble.
Breaks. They go high ground, looking at Duraccio. A lot of damage, but he pops his Manta and time walks down to low ground. Nu will blink forward. Spirit siphons onto this Faceless Void, trying to catch up to him, but Tofu's got the answers to hold them back for now. A Chakram to slow down the TA. But she's still got refraction and some big physical damage hits coming. The Melt Strike after the blink. Oh, look at this Duraccio evading a ton of it. But
look at Omar hunting him.
Still going to get caught out by the Wall of Replica. Malik, Noob, they're chasing onto additional targets now. Tofu in trouble, but the shapeshift from Ace might actually be able to turn this around as a defensive chrono from Duraccio gets him out of danger. GAIMIN Gladiators wanting to continue this and connecting onto Omar, but he tombstones himself, gets into the bunker, and Tofu going to get turned around on. There we go, with a jump on Celery. The two supports of GAIMIN Gladiators have been left isolated here as Quest will just keep moving forward.
Yeah, Omar is keeping perfect vision on the Celery as well. He's not going to get away. Look at him. He has so long cast range on this Time Walk, just chasing after.
Body blocked for days. Oh, where are you going?
Man, that looked so disjointed though for GAIMIN Gladiators. They were getting chased, getting run down, and then they want to turn and take the fight when Chrono was already expended and they don't have Faceless Void anymore. I think they need a perfect fight here if they're gonna take it. Taking these half-assed fights, not gonna work out for them. And Omar, so confidently going up now. He has the Shard Time Walk as well, so he's just trolling at this point.
Where's he going? Back and forth, up and down, round and round, and off he goes. Noob will jump in onto the Faceless Void with a silence there. No Manta style, but he will have Time Walk after coming out of the silence just to barely scrape away with his life. The trouble is, the chase continues. Faceless Void being destroyed by Noob. Another Time Walk, a jump away, and he heals back up a little bit as the Mystic Flare onto the TA. Oh, the Soul Rip in the heels. He's tombstoned and bunkered. They've kept the TA up and running. He'll jump out and look to fight now. No chance for Quinn to stick around. It's Ace left stranded as Noob will jump again. These blink daggers and damage from Quest keeping GG on their toes.
Yeah, no Lycan ulti yet. He has it soon, but he's gonna lose another of his ancient creeps there. That's 250 gold going over for TA. Getting a lot here in this fight. They are grouping up to try and take a fight though, with Lycan ulti coming up off cooldown. No chrono.
This is pretty big. It's Aegis timing as well. Roshan's back up as TA2000 and Malik get jumped. Rod of Atos there. Darkseer not able to get any spells out before falling. A buyback from him though. They want this fight to continue. Ace's shapeshift getting into the back lines. Kaori just bodyguarding this TA. He is the brick wall in front of TA2000, keeping the bad wolf at bay. Ace shapeshift coming to an end soon as the impetus shots rain in towards the Undying from super long range. And GAIMIN Gladiator just struggling to stick onto somebody. Maybe now with the Malik buyback. Rod of Atos, but the vacuum back into Noob. Jumps in aggressively. Duraccio, half HP lifted up. Will they be able to finish him off before he gets out of the silence? And the Time Walk off to the left-hand side. Duraccio gets a bit of distance.
He has Chrono now. If they chase too far, this could be dangerous. But the Exorcism is going. They're pretty strong. Roche is up, so this is still an important place to hold. Neither team losing too much there. The buyback, of course, from Darkseer does cost them a bit. But GAIMIN Gladiators took a good fight. I think they don't really want to fight without Lycan ulti, but that fight was so long. He only has 40 seconds more cooldown until he has Lycan ulti again.
It's like a 3-minute long fight.
That was a very long skirmish. DP now being the one punished for not having ulti and having a long cooldown. We might actually see GAIMIN Gladiators be the one just go into Roche here and say, you can't fight us. But I don't think they want to give it away that easily.
And Quest in the area, still sticking around. And these lanes look alright. Mid lane at the river. Bottom lane for GG right by that tier 2. And Quest can have to TP to outpost. Very risky from Noob. Does he insta-blinks. Okay. He's on his toes there, making sure Quinn can't get that jump. Yeah, high ground vision here for GG as well.
They did get the third Gossamer cape, by the way. So 3 heroes on GAIMIN Gladiators have Gossamer against this TA insta-burst. So she has to be a little bit mindful. Almost want to hold the meld until you got your first attack out at least.
Ace with one of the little shamans. Is that the CDR creep?
Yes, yeah, that's the CDR one. 11% CDR for everyone. It's honestly pretty big in a team fight like this.
Yeah. If you can extend these team fights super long, get more spells out, get 2 Chronos in a fight. It's Quest with the wraparound play, though. Smoking in from the southern side. That's the angle of attack they want. Enchantress and Timbersaw on the right, and the wall will whiff.
Taking high ground.
Duracio's up there with high ground vision as well. Just going to kill off his illusion.
Yeah, tough to chase in there. Quests have to be a little bit mindful. Stepping up onto the portal, very hard to do.
Lift up. Duraccio, Time Walk, Vacuum, Silence. The Faceless Void being focused down. Duraccio's dead. Quest execute perfectly.
Yeah, that was a really clutch vacuum that pulled him back. Like, I thought that he was just going to be fine, be able to Manta style, Time Walk off, and maybe Chrono if he needs to, but somehow they actually burnt him.
Oh, the Tombstone again, saving Noob this time. Gives a chance to turn around onto Quinn, silencing the Timbersaw, and they've got so much control for him. The damage from the Chakram stolen. Destructive forces out of Quest as they secure the Roshan Pit. 3 big kills for them against GAIMIN Gladiators.
Quest is just showing up and being really strong here in this as well. Like, this is not just GAIMIN Gladiators, like, not playing that well. Quest are doing very, very well, taking structured fights in the way that they want, and now going back and grabbing themselves a Wisdom Rune for Malik, push out bottom. So even though he used buyback before, he's pretty happy now getting back his net worth, working on a pipe. And Omar finds salary.
Yeah, Omar's out here hunting. Enchantress, what you doing? Stealing our neutral camps? Get back over here.
He's calling help. He's calling the authorities right now. There's an edge here. Wild deer.
You're being illegal.
She's not really dying that fast, though. It's taking a while.
Sir, pull the Bambi over.
What's this, GTA 5 RP?
No way can he... Yeah. Oh, he gets out of there. He realized they didn't read the Miranda rights to him, so he's like, oh, okay, well, I'm not being detained, not being held. I'm going to TP home.
Am I allowed to TP out? Easily gets
Miranda rights, yeah, Patrick, observer with a punt. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Duraccio, Chrono's up Malik. TA2000 jumped out of there, and the Tombstone again. Beautifully done by Kiori. Duraccio silence this trap causing issues. Time dilation and jump back. Wall is dropped on him,
though. That didn't get payoff, though. That's
Vacuum
so
in. Okay, they don't continue. And you're right, another Chrono busted out for nothing.
And this should lead to an easy tier 2 tower. I don't see how you can defend this at all. Just a very, very complicated situation right now for GAIMIN Gladiators. They cannot afford these initiations to be on a 1-hero target. If they only catch Darkseer, that's never gonna work. The Chrono has to be on multiple heroes. It cannot be on a single. Especially if it's on a single hero, it kind of has to be Undying so you can actually kill him. Otherwise, he just blinks in and saves whoever you grab.
Honestly, I've got to say, these last couple of fights, it's been very impressive how patient and deliberate TA2000 has been, as they do kill off Quinn in that top left corner. It's like you don't see this TA until it's too late. She's waiting, 10, 15 seconds for Vacuum and Lift and all of these spells to kind of catch out the Void and forcing him to Time Walk, and then you come in with a Trap Silence and the Blink Meld Strike to actually finish him off.
He's gonna go for another steal here on the Tormentor. Easy solo kill, and that's gonna get them Shard over on the Darkseer now. Actually a very annoying Shard. This Shard is underrated, I think. Like, heavily underrated. If you ever walked in this, you know how bad it feels. It's a 50% slow.
You can't move.
Yeah.
Being burned and slowed.
It's so tough to chase Darkseer when he has this. If he starts running away from you and you try to chase him, you have to like run to the side. It's very awkward.
You get turned into a slug trying to walk through salt. Not a happy situation.
High ground push. Exo coming out. They're trying to split a little bit bottom with the Faceless Void, but he's alone down there.
And you're going to break past this TA2000 Aegis and Cheese in hand. And tier 3's down. Melirak's focused. I'm trying to clear out some illusions here with Celery's impetuses, but this top lane looks pretty done.
Yeah, at the same time though, bottom racks, they're losing range racks right now. There's a wolf there, catapult wave. They're losing stuff back at home.
Yeah, Malik's come back to try and defend it. Quest still sticking around up at top as GAIMIN Gladiators, they're poking and prodding, wanting this fight to break out. Well, they are on their doorstep, and Quest's going to back up, and like you said, bottom lane. One barracks down.
So actually it's GAIMIN Gladiators who pull out a victory there, getting the range racks and not losing their own racks by some nice poke defense by the Enchantress stepping up and now Quest had to reset a little bit. So an annoying thorn in their side. And keep in mind, they're playing against Lycan with Shard as well. So he has those extra wolves added to his side lanes. Now losing one Rax as well, just a range one, means a little bit of issue. And some alt chat here. Miles issue, buying a new one on the spot. Celery is... Yeah, Celery is always a funny guy.
Let's get the replacement in straight away. I don't know, it's just such a weird game. I felt like Crest has done such a tremendous job to get these Roshans, get Aegises, top of the net worth, TA looking very good, pressuring top barracks and getting into the enemy base, and then you just look at the other side and like, oh wow, yeah, there's a wolf and a catapult just doing the job we're trying to, but better.
We didn't talk about this, by the way, as well, but the Timber going for Manta style is a little bit of Amar feeling, you know, Amar the F feeling. He used to go for this every now and then, even before Timber became a universal hero. But in this game, playing against both the DP silence, the TA silence from the traps, it's pretty useful for him to be able to have that. And also, being a universal hero, it does add a lot of auto attack damage, so I can't really fault it anymore. He could obviously have gone for a Lotus Orb instead, but I don't think it's wrong to go Manta here. It also allows him to burst the refractions a little bit faster from the TA.
That's clever. I would never have thought of that. There's so many little use cases for this Manta Timber. And GAIMIN Gladiators a little stuck in their base. Just Duraccio out on the map farming up towards his Skadi. And there's a Scythe of Vice now for Malik. Huge pickup. We've seen how clean they can be in executing these initial jumps, the disables on the Faceless Void, finding that first pick off. Adding another layer there is going to hurt GAIMIN Gladiators a lot.
We'll see if they can find the initiation with it. He's the only one who's not smoked out, though, as the full smoke is coming in here. 4 team members going in. They want to go in and up on the high ground ramp.
Hello. Noob jumps in. Scythe of Ice there, trying to burst into Celery's Enchantress. A little tanky fella, but falls nonetheless, and there's no buyback on him either.
A double Hex. It's so threatening. Hex into Hex.
I gotta maintain the lanes though. Yeah, Duraccio's down here on the bottom lane. Creep wave up at top, closer to the tier 2 than they would like. I do have a die wave coming through mid. Might be something that GAIMIN Gladiators send some summons out there to try and drag it or hold it back.
Duraccio in position to try and split push, but is he gonna TP base? He's gonna farm the Ancients instead. A little bit worried about going up high ground. That's also a thing. Now that they have 2 hexes, this Void can't split push as safely. If he goes up on that ramp, very likely DP TP's in the Fog War, links in hexes him, he gets chain hexed, you know, he could definitely die, so he doesn't want to go up on that ramp alone.
Yeah, I was going to ask, you know, seeing him with Skadi in the quick buy, having an ultimate orb purchased, was there a consideration for buying Lincolns as the Faceless Void?
There could be for sure. I still think he kind of needs Eye of Skadi though, but maybe it's just, you got to go back for like a defensive item next. He's going Butterfly next, which does give some defensive capabilities. I'm thinking that maybe they should have gone for a BKB on him. They have triple Hex now with TA Hex, DP Hex, and Darkseer Hex. This is starting to get to a point that you can't play the game if you don't have BKB.
Yeah, some nasty stuff. It's going to come down to GAIMIN Gladiators needing that initial jump, find a catch on someone, try and bait Quest into dogpiling, then you get the big chrono.
I think it's starting to make them feel really bad that they didn't go Lotus Orb on any hero. That's also where the Manta style on Timber could have been a Lotus against all these hexes.
Quest perfectly positioned here, holding high ground. Enchantress Wolf, breaking vision, scouting up into the darkness. And do get some good ward coverage here, which is not spotted by Quest. Celery pinging out, saying, hey boys, play with my ward, defend the vision.
Duraccio, close to the enemy here.
Tucked away, Invis Rune, half duration left. Sees Malik walking by, gets a hit and a time dilation in on him. The Surge Trail left around as well.
Yeah,
nobody really looking to commit. GAIMIN Gladiators. Maybe thinking about swinging down bottom lane. A lone DP trying to clear out that wave, hold onto the base. Now it's, Quest on the back foot defending their side of the map.
Yeah, they're being pushed back in a pretty amazing fashion here because it feels like GAIMIN Gladiators are definitely behind in teamfight overall, but this is just the threat of the chrono. everybody respects the late game chrono combo. Like, it hurts so bad to get jumped by this Faceless Void plus a Sky combo. So Quest, a little bit careful about how they take that initiation when they know every single spell is available. Though I do think they have the advantage. They find anyone. Quinn is down here. Don't see him though.
And Quest gonna have to start calling Pest Control or Exterminator or something. This is... Look at Lycan Wolf. He'll die to the creeps in the end, but he's held this wave back for long enough for a new Radiant wave to arrive. And like you said, Quinn down here as well.
Yeah, just trying to split push. They always need someone on bottom, I think, on Gaming Gladiators. They need someone, ideally, Lycan. They don't really want to have, like, Timber or Void down there. Lycan can actually send in his Wolves, maybe an Overlord creep, and the Hero can't really go up on high ground. Now top, moving towards this Roche. Want to check it, as Roche is going to respawn in 1 minute. Oh, they find the Void, but he gets far enough away.
And Noob was... he's there, ready to jump. If Duracho stuck around or didn't get off his spells.
I think if Duracho didn't have the shard for the extra time walk range there, he might have been seen by the DP, which could be dangerous.
Shiva's Guard for the Timber. Now a blink for Darks here. Game Gladiator is smoking back towards this Roche pit. I know how important these fights are. 1.5 minutes until daytime, 30 seconds for Roche to spawn, so we'll have about a minute or so, 50 seconds, of Roche sticking around in one place before he transfers down into that bottom right corner.
Yeah, and this move coming out here, this smoke move, it looks like Quest has realized that they have really good vision on Quest. They don't see anyone in the base, they don't see anyone back in the triangle.
Yeah, nice little Lotus Pool Observer Ward.
They see the courier heading top too from Skyrath, so they're pinging right where they are right now. And they see them with a ward over on the pool.
They know exactly what's up. Wolf passes them by. Quest coming in to cut the wave behind.
Oh, this is awkward positioning now. This is scary for Gaming Gladiators. They're gonna try and play around the high ground. They're portaling down bottom. I think that's a good call. Maybe they can portal bottom. I don't know, 30 seconds?
Well, there's no time to take Roshan, but the jump in from Noob and Malik, the vacuum onto the Faceless Void, the Sight Device is there, the Hex, the Force Staff back, Duracho, the Time Walk off the Manta, he's got out! Oh, the great escape! The Tombstone's dropped and Quest on the hunt, looking for Ace and Celery, but they've got themselves a bit of distance now. Gaming Gladiators, they reset, not losing anything, as Noob, the one hunted by the big bad wolf. Spirit Siphons are out. Blink is ready. Jumps up to high ground to get out of the grasps of Ace. The rest of Quest are coming in now as well. Celery is being eyed up. Lycan ulti is out. And the Faceless Void hexed up again. The physical damage out of the TA. Can they control him up for... Can the jump back in with a chrono? Duracho locks onto the TA. Now onto Malik, focusing the dogs here down. And TA2000 meld and refraction, but the Impetus hits a landing real hard. Has to pop the cheese. Eats it up and gobbles it to full HP, but Quinn's on his tail. Chakram slows him down, and Ace is here with a big hit. Kaori's in trouble too. And Duracho, Gaming Gladiators running over Quest in this massive fight. They got the DP kill. The double buybacks out. Quinn slays the Undying. Where are they? TA and DP bought back, but...
2 heroes without buyback right here. They can't fight this. Gotta be careful even on Rubik. He's gonna get away, but amazing fight there by Gaming Gladiators. The way they turned that around, Void surviving the initial jump was so crucial. And I think great targeting overall by Gaming Gladiators in what was a really chaotic fight. Ace said, you know what, guys? I got this. I'm going on the DP. I'll make it easy for us. She's not going to be allowed to run us over. I will chase her down. I will use my ulti to trade against her ulti. Runs her down fully and generates some space for his team, which made it easier there for Timber to play out the game and overall his entire team to kind of escape from a bad situation. And now it's going to be Gaming Gladiators taking Roche.
It is. Aghanim Scepter there on the ground as well. That fight recap we saw, the fight lasted for long enough that it didn't show the MVP of the fight, that Hurricane Pike from Celery. The one Force Staff, just to get that bit of distance to allow Duracho to pop out.
Yeah, exactly. Even just getting the distance so that the projectiles don't connect fast enough so you can get your Manta and your Time Walk out. Yeah, that was really important there. Anytime you get hexed up, you know, with this many chain hexes, you need some form of save. Something has to come and help you. And they don't have too many abilities on their team. It's honestly only that one Hurricane Pike. I don't think they have anything else that can really help you here. As far as team abilities go. I guess he has a greater healing Lotus as well in Celery, so if he gets close enough, he can heal you.
I'll pass it over. And Tofu just bought a full staff himself, so they're adding another layer of save there. Oh, yeah, huge performance being pulled out by GAIMIN Gladiators after being behind for so long. Now their one's back in the driving seat.
This is big as well. So Void going for that butterfly got the Trickster Cloak, right? But he's also managed to steal the enemy Wisdom Rune, and they have their own Wisdom Rune to take still. So he's level 23, getting close to level 25. If he gets that backtrack talent, he's going to be very, very difficult to kill. And at that point, he becomes that powerhouse in late game.
Oh, and he is very aggressive here, Duraccio.
That's a dangerous jump.
Jumping into Malik. The wall and the vacuum's dropped on him. He does have Aegis. We're still going to get hexed up here and focused down, but the Force Staff out from Tofu. A little bit of space for Duraccio. Maybe the chance for a Manta and a Time Walk. He's getting controlled, though. First life down. The rest of GAIMIN Gladiators rallying around this. Faceless Void now as Omar gets jumped by Quinn. Noob with his BKB starting up this Faceless Void. Ace is there, though, with physical damage with the DP. He's gone. Dead for 100 seconds. No Noob to play in this fight. TA2000 is going to run back to high ground. This is now GAIMIN Gladiators 5v3 up on the high ground, defeating your base.
They still have Chrono as well with 2 heroes dead. Chrono up, Lycan here to push. They have AC, they can push super fast. This is just going to be straight thrown. They're going disciplined. They were throwing a little bit, but smoke coming out here. Only TA and the 2 supports, 2 cores dead. How do you fight into all 5? With Cheese, Chrono? I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I think GAIMIN Gladiators have done it by some miraculous fighting.
Yeah, they've cracked it. Tier 4's glyphed up, but still 60 seconds with no DP, 30 without your Darks here. And Mega Creeps, they're going to be coming here as Duraccio focuses down this final barracks.
Yeah, playing it very safe, making sure to get Megas before ending, but even so, the respawns are just 9 time.
I mean, Duraccio taking a pummeling here from TA2000, gets the 4 staffs away, and Time walks back in with a Chrono on the TA, perfectly placed, and GG called, they know it's over, the throne is falling, and game 1 to GAIMIN Gladiators.
It was very, very impressive.